everyone. Today we are in Norwich, New York at the
Northeast Classic Car Museum.
This museum encompasses 5 buildings and has over 170 cars apparently. And these cars were manufactured between 1899 and the 1980s. So let's go in and see a few. We're obviously not going to see them all.
We'll try.
But, yeah, we'll try our darndest. But there's also some World War I and World War II aircraft engines and a tractor exhibit too. So let's go see what they have.
Yeah.
This one from 1910. Waverly Electric.
It's so cool.
It's pretty posh inside.
It looks like an actual horseless carriage.
Yeah. So one of the things they have here is you can see the period dress from the time that the car was around. So 1910, when this Buick was being made, that's what most people would be wearing, as well as that 1910 Firestone Columbus. That's what people wore back then. Model T Runabout, 1914. Next to it, a Chevrolet. 1921 Mitchell.
Gorgeous wheels.
Yeah. That's a 1909 Chalmers Detroit. Roadster with a mother-in-law seat. A single seat out back. That's funny. 1916 Studebaker. Pretty great. Look at the detail on that wheel. And there's a 1927 Studebaker next to it.
They look cool for that ornament.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
That's a 1924 Buick Depot hack. That's pretty tall.
It's huge. You know how many people you could fit in that thing?
A wood steering wheel? That's beautiful. And it's probably, what do you think that's? 8 feet tall? 9 feet tall? Something like that.
It's hard for me to tell from this photo.
That's pretty awesome. Sign for this, it says, the antenna here boosts the signal to the built-in radio. First featured in cars in 1934. The radio in this car is a Sonomatic, the first push-button car radio. So one of the things that they boast about here is the world's largest collection of the Franklin luxury cars, which were made in Syracuse. And they do have a big collection of New York State cars too. There's a Franklin Runabout. But an entire building apparently is Franklin's. Wow. This is a 1907 Franklin 4-passenger touring Model G barrel hood. One right there. That's cool. So they have a couple cars you can actually get into. This Franklin is one of them. Let's take a picture. So, how's the ride?
The dash is so cool.
Oh, there's a fan in there. That's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Look at the clock on the rearview mirror.
Oh,
Can you see that? Isn't that neat?
It might blow up, but as far as I know, how you run the
Cool photo ornament also.
with the controls that you have in the driver's seat.
I don't know if you can tell how tall this. Yeah, you can't really tell. That's a tall car. It's a 1909 Franklin. Would run you about almost $3,000 new back in the day. It's a lot of money. But this is pretty incredible, all the cars that are here. That's pretty wild. It's in a fire department Franklin.
Look at how cool the gas pump is. It's got a clear cylinder so that you could tell if the gas was dirty. Because I guess that was the problem.
Oh, neat. Clock's face electric gas pump was manufactured between 1929 and 1935. It's neat.
It's gorgeous.
Some of the cool things that we've seen, kind of heard of through here is this museum focuses on the impact and fashion trends and evolution of the automobile throughout American history. So it's a really comprehensive look at different things in regards to the culture behind the car. The cars are actually here to support what has happened through history as a country, rather than just cars being cars. So when we see these, they're significant in what they are to America, really. Got a nice take on your typical car museum. What a fabric on that car, wow. So in the middle of this Franklin room, they actually have a whole bunch of motorcycles. And they're all organized by number. I don't know what you're looking at. This one's cool. How long that is. It's an Enterprise. This is 52. I love that orange one in the middle of the room. It turns out this Harley is from 1911. Yeah, it's got a pedal on it. That'd be handy nowadays. It's like a hybrid. These were made in Milwaukee, the sign said. As we're leaving this room, there's a 1940 white horse made by Franklin. So let's carry on out to the next room, which seems to be tribute to tractors. So here they want us to keep one cow apart. John Deere. Oh, these are made in 1967. These are so iconic, but I didn't think they're from. I don't even know. I just thought they were kind of timeless. Wow. Look at the seat. Man, that's about 6 feet tall. We built 84,000 of these in 1942. Alice Chalmers. It's kind of amazing because you think, oh, well, these are just work vehicles, but they're really pretty, especially by today's standards. 1937 model WF. I'm in a museum, kind of puts a new light onto what kind of looking at. They're really beautiful. And you could put this in the other room with all those Duesenbergs and whatnot. Buicks. And it could still hold its own heads. That's a beautiful machine, really. 1953 Farmall Super M. We even have this 1951 Crosley Farmall Road. This is very unique. Some posters around here. Tribute to tractors. Tractor, the origin of the word. And then also down here, why tractors are designed a certain way. And then over here, a chart on the transition from horses to tractors. About 1944. Equal use, and tractors kind of gained prominence. It's pretty awesome as they have all the props here. This is from Sherburne, New York. And this is a Porsche. I didn't even know. This was built in this is a 1956 Porsche tractor. It's kind of like a little shelf over here. Right there, that's kind of crazy. So I know that things in our day and age are really pretty in their own right, but this 1950 tractor is really beautiful. Here's the 1970 Ford Model 120 made in Iowa. It says here, optional, actually it says standard equipment include a cigarette lighter with a 12-volt. You can see it right there. That's pretty wild. I didn't know. Like, I guess handy if you were needing a light. Good thinking, Ford. We're back out into the main room now. Here's the 1937 Accord. And look at the details on this. That is such a beautiful car. But over here, it's a Duesenberg. They have the hood open. I don't even know how long that is. That's got to be like 14 feet long or something crazy like that. That's a huge car. It's a whole room of 50s and 60s cars. Look at this Studebaker. That's beautiful. There's an Impala.
Yeah, this is the one you said they just got in.
That's beautiful. There's a bunch of Corvettes here, too. Some classy interior in there. It's a 1975 Plymouth Roadrunner. Here's a 56 Chevrolet Nomad wagon. Cool. Tail lights. That's a 54 Nash next to it. 55 Bel Air. Orange interior. Hudson. 1947. Packard next to it. It's a section of cars made in New York State. Let's go take a look at these. 1899. Liggett? Only known surviving Liggett built horseless carriage. This camper was actually made in Norwich, where we are. And pictures of this camp trailer. in use. Weighs 900 pounds. That's a lot of room in there. This is a Pierce arrow that was made in Buffalo. There's another Pierce next to it. Another Pierce arrow next to that. That is a beautiful color. And only 3 or 4 of these remaining. This is one right here. That is something else to stand next to a car that's like that limited. The Playboy from 1947. This is a prototype. Only 97 produced of these. And it's a rear engine. Teeny tiny wheels. That's from Buffalo, along with the one next to it. So this one was made in Owego, New York in 1914. And it's the only one left. And it's called the Owego. It's pretty smart naming. So it's a cycle car, so it uses a chain that goes around there to drive the wheels. That's pretty great. One to one, like a bobsled car. This is made in Buffalo. It's a Chevrolet. Only 300 of these are made. It's a 4-door Landau convertible. This is so unique. So, oh my gosh, really excited that they have a DeLorean. Now, all these other cars are like, you know, mass produced and everything. And I know I've heard from some people that this is like not really that great of a car when it comes down to it, but it's just the mystique behind the DeLorean that makes it amazing. Plus, you know, the whole 88 miles an hour thing, things like that. So it's just cool to finally stand next to one of these. Worth coming here just to see this. We're looking at this 1936 Lincoln that has the little glove box right up there. All these little extra things. Armrests over there. Other interior, and then armrests in the back, and then a big long oh shit handle for when your driver's going a little too fast. So that gray car down there, and then this one right here has different features that I've never really known about. Like first, it's a steering wheel here. It says down here, this car features one of the first tilt steering wheels. It tilts down and is called the Fat Man's wheel. But then also, both the cars have these. Like there's a seat right here. And also, it's foldable, so you can, like, if you have an extra passenger or two that you need to sit in your car, you have these stow and go seating from 1918. This is a 1918 Cadillac 7-passenger Brigham? How do you say it? Brigham? But, pretty awesome. So they have a donation box, and we had $1 change left, so in it goes. So that was educational. Really,
It was
really
awesome.
great time. Yeah.
They're gorgeous, just like amazingly gorgeous. If you read the signs in front of the cars, like every other one is, oh, there are only 30 of these made, and we have one, or
There are
this
only
is
3 left in the world.
yeah, and here's this one, and that one, it was like, this is the only known surviving version of it. It's crazy, and they're just right there, right in front of you.
And even though we walked through it and everything, we missed stuff.
Oh, I'm
Not
sure.
to mention we didn't.
I'm sure.
There's no way we could have had I don't even know how long this video is going to be, but it's probably going to be quite long. But there's more to see also. So if you're around Norwich, or if you are driving past Norwich, stop in. It's only $12 for an adult, less for kids.
The tractors were gorgeous, and the gas pump was so pretty.
Yeah, it was really...
Like things I didn't think I was going to say today.
Yeah, right? Like, where did that come from? The gas pump was pretty. It took about an hour and a half in there, and I'd say it was a really great road trip, a worthy cause.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And the signs were worth reading. I mean, they were like, some of them were actually funny, and they're delightfully written.
Yeah. So
it was really neat. If only for, like, even if the only thing that you saw, you had your blinders on and all you saw were the hood ornaments, it would be worth it, because they're just beautiful.
If you have been here, leave a comment down below. If you have a tip, if you know something about one of the cars that you've seen in this video. Yeah,
if we missed something
that
we need to go see, please tell us.
Leave a comment
down below. We were overwhelmed.
Well, give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and hit subscribe. We love to travel around the central New York and upstate New York area and see things. So come along with us, and we'll see you next time.